Good evening, friends. Thank you for joining Candid Media every evening to follow what's happening in India and abroad. Thank you for sending me your useful comments and suggestions. If you believe in this channel, do hit the like button, share with friends, and spread the message. Our only mission is to bring you the truth and both sides of the story. Thank you for your support. Welcome, Jiah.
Good evening to all the viewers once again. And we have a lot of interesting developments, in fact. So let's jump to the first, image, which is, today we had the privilege of, meeting Mr. Tejasvi Surya, who is a dynamic young leader of the BJP party. And,
He's an
we
MP.
forward, yes, and he's an MP. And so, can you just explain what exactly is this document?
Yeah. So
which you
what we
handed?
did was we took a letter with regards to what's happening in the Sushant Singh case, as in the delay by the delay of more than 2 years and 2 months, and now that there is a change in government, so you can also show the letter that now that there is a change in government, it should be speeded up because how long can the fans and the family wait for justice? So it is with this, this hope that we went to Tejasvi, and Tejasvi was very kind to take the letter, and he said he will do as desired, hoping that this will again bring the focus back on the case, and that some people will be charge sheeted. So let's hope, with the blessings of God, that this case, now that the BJP coalition is in power, is speeded up. So he has assured us that it will reach the right quarters, and it is with this positive hope that we return from his office.
Yes. Friends, you should bear in mind that we had been, working really hard in
Yes,
contacting the.
relentlessly pursuing the case since 2 years and 2 months, and we haven't given up because we know that there is a certain time for all these things to come out. As long as the very corrupt Maha Vikas Agadi was in power, nothing could be done because they were targeting even the smallest of citizens for no crime at all. So it is with this change in government that we are hoping that things will change. And Modi ji has also on Independence Day confirmed that he's going to work against corruption. So this is a very strong point. And knowing that Tejasvi stands for truth, and he's a young politician who will a leader, we hope that he will also take the flag forward, because there are millions of youngsters waiting to be inspired by leaders like him.
Yes, and he's a grassroots leader, and
Yes.
he's very bold, and he doesn't shy away from speaking facts and very boldly. So
Yes.
let's hope and let's hope that he takes this forward, and with the BJP party in Maharashtra,
Yeah.
and
And also, friends,
hope.
I'd like to tell you that in the community page, if you want to see the details of this letter, it is there in the community page with the photographs. So this is for all of you to see and pass your, valued suggestions or remarks. Now, there's a very important news that has come in. That is in the Jiah Khan case. Jiah Khan's mother, Rabia Khan, on Wednesday began recording her testimony in Jiah Khan's alleged suicide case before the special judge A.S. Syed. Bollywood actor Suraj Pancholi used to subject actress Jiah Khan, who allegedly committed suicide in 2013, to physical and verbal abuse, her mother told a special court in Mumbai. But we all know that it was not a suicide, that it was a murder. Now, Jadid, could you read out the 5 key points from Jiah Khan's mother's testimony?
Yeah, so coming to Jiah Khan's mother, Rabia Khan, and folks, I must appreciate and the tenacity with which Miss Rabia Khan is following up with her case, even though the odds are very strongly against her. The kind of enthusiasm and tenacity with which she follows up with the case for justice for her daughter is amazing, and I really wish that the sisters of SSR had the same passion and tenacity to fight for their brother Sushant Singh. So coming to the five key points which Rabia Khan told in her testimony. So Rabia Khan on Wednesday began recording her testimony in Jiah Khan's case before Special Judge A.S. Syed. Now, Bollywood actor Suraj Pancholi used to subject actress Jiah Khan, who allegedly committed suicide, to physical and verbal abuse, her mother told a special court in Mumbai. So here are five key points that Rabia Khan mentioned during the testimony. And Rabia Khan told the court about the actress's entry into Bollywood, her career progression, and her relationship with Suraj Pancholi. Pancholi had approached Jiah Khan through a social media site and insisted on meeting her. Jiah Khan was initially apprehensive and reluctant, but the duo met for the first time in September 2012. So folks, like if you see, go back, that Jiah Khan was initially apprehensive and reluctant. So, it was, I feel somewhere, fate. It was fate which sort of, made Jiah Khan accept that request of meeting Suraj Pancholi, unfortunately. Now, at the time, she sent some pictures to me. It looked like they clicked and had mutual interest. However, in September, Jiah Khan told me that they were just friends. Okay. So, Rabia Khan said her daughter's daily routine was taken over by Pancholi, and by October 2012, the duo had started living at each other's house. During her visit to their London home in November, the actress looked very happy, she said. Rabia Khan said Jiah Khan then returned to Mumbai for professional work and was supposed to come back to celebrate Christmas, but did not turn up. On December 24, 2012, Rabia Khan said she received a message from Pancholi saying that he got angry with Jiah Khan after a fight with a friend and that she should forgive him and give another chance. At that time, I discovered that the duo had a violent fight, said Rabia. Rabia Khan said Jiah Khan decided to give him a second chance and the duo went to Goa. However, in one of her phone calls, Jiah Khan complained about being at a very strange place and not wanting to stay there. She said, in Goa, in Goa he used to put her down in front of other friends and flirt with other women in her presence. Rabia Khan said, citing her conversations with her daughter. Rabia Khan said Jiah Khan suddenly turned up in London on February 14th, 2013 and looked sad. According to Rabia Khan, Jiah Khan told her that Pancholi abused her verbally and physically and also called her by dirty names. So these are, very sad and startling revelations, by Rabia Khan. So Nisha says, thank you for keeping up with the positivity, Meena, and pursuing the SSR case with fervor. Hope and pray our justice system will not fail SSR's family and fans. Yes, Nisha, we are all praying for that. Just a thought, has Rabia ji taken any action in the US since Jiah used to live there? If she was a citizen, can the US investigate if Rabia ji filed a complaint here? So, justice for Jiah Khan, God bless her mother and her siblings. The faith Rabia Khan has in God, in herself, is beyond words. Yes, I mean, Gloria, you have to appreciate the tenacity of Miss Rabia Khan. I mean, like she's not giving up when a lot of many others are giving up because the whole system is against them. So even in spite of the whole system being against Rabia, she is not giving up. So that's a great quality. Rabia is really Jhansi ki Rani. Yes, Savitri. Bollywood is in some kind of its own bubble and not listening to anyone about reforming. That's shocking. Yeah, so Bollywood is, I would say the Bollywood stars or Bollywood so-called stars, they think they're like God and they treat public like, trash. So I was thinking about this issue, Jiah and Pancholi, justice for Jiah and SSR says, Rekha. Yes, At least the old Dobara had a nice song, Hamnashi, O Meri Hamnashi. Yes, Karthik. I was thinking about, okay, yeah, we have taken that one. One thing is for sure, all these people who are murdered know something secret of the cabal. Yes, Jeevan, otherwise, why would they be murdered? Or they could also be murdered because they didn't listen to the rules of the cabal and, you know, uh, and like you said, like they must be knowing something very, very secret of their plans or something. Suraj Pancholi, Riya Chakravarti, and Adyan Suman's career are over now. They didn't have a career to begin with, says Bardhan. Yes. What about Arjun Kapoor, Bardhan? Tapsi and Anurag are making fun of us. Yes, Neelam. Has the cabal instructed Kapoor to threaten the general public? Could be. Yes, Savitri, thanks. Thanks, Agnes. Akshay Kumar, the new economist in town, thinks Indian economy will crash if Bollywood films flop, says Meera. Yes, Canadian Kumar, never fails to entertain us with all his outrageous comments. So Arjun Kapoor should not be bothered because public rejected him from day one, says Ash. Yes. We don't know at this point of time. These are just rumors, so we cannot confirm that he's really sick, Rekha. I don't think Jiah's murder was premeditated, but Pancholi and his family acted like bullies and cowards, not giving any justice to Jiah and her family. He should have turned himself in respectfully.
No, no,
Uh,
newbie, here you are wrong. There were marks on her neck, and her shoulders and her hands. So it was a forced death.
but who are backing them? I mean, no one can bear back-to-back flops, but still they are doing the same trash. So it's a huge Nexus white butterfly. So you know that the whole drug Nexus and Bollywood Nexus is one, and that's how all these nefarious activities takes place, like money laundering, human trafficking, etc. So I guess now Bollywood will start holding people's hands and take them to theaters to watch the movie Zabardasti like naughty school children. Yes. So yeah, that's what Arjun Kapoor is going to make us do, right? I guess that Buddha Bhatt handles the depression killing theory, and Senior Pancholi, along with many others, manages the drug cartel. That's how the work is distributed. Movies are secondary for them, says
Absolutely. Absolutely.
yeah, Vivan, there is no updates on the SSR case,
Except for,
unfortunately.
yeah, except for something that Gaurav has tweeted saying that, see, Aditya has been,
Gaurav,
Aditya,
Gaurav
yeah,
Pradhan,
Pradhan, yes,
Gaurav
that
Pradhan ji.
Aditya, yeah, that Aditya Thackeray has been now found to be involved in the SSR case, and that Suraj is involved in the Suraj and Salman Khan are involved in the Jiah case. So I don't know whether that is true or not, but this is what he has tweeted.
Yeah, so make sure to check the Twitter of Gaurav Pradhan ji. So it is mentioned there, this message. So every minute of Suraj and his father breathing fresh air rather than jail oxygen is injustice to Rabia ji and Ji. Black money get invested in Bollywood. They whitewash there. Yes, this is what happens,
Filthy
Asha.
money.
Kashyap changed his tune to say now that public can't afford movie tickets, therefore they are doing badly. Not that the films are bad or boycotting has impacted. Oh, that's very brilliant of Mr. Kashyap. Bollywood is gone forever. Only people left are left people, says Karthik. Yes, Bollywood has a lot of other means to earn. Yes, drugs, child trafficking, prostitution, says Neelam. Yeah, so I mean, those are the unfortunate truths. But we can, as public, only boycott them, boycott their products which they endorse. So that's our power ultimately, right? What we can do from our side, only we can do, right? Uh, Boycott Alia too. She is British citizen and her mom feels unsafe in India. I think public has already boycotted Alia Bhatt, But Alia Bhatt is very clever that she acted in RRR, right? And so public will not boycott Junior NTR and Ram Charan because there's a huge fan following for both these people in Andhra Pradesh at least. I love these Arjun Kapoor memes coming in. He's made a fool of himself, says Bhavika. Yes, Bhavika, he's literally Joker, and many people call him Thunder Ties, right? Like so, because that would make even actresses, Bollywood actresses, jealous of his fat there. So, ma'am, Mahesh Halkat is hiding since the murder of SSR. Which new conspiracy is he hatching? Says Mahesh. Yeah, new era will be in Bollywood, says Rekha. Arbaz Khan said that people have boycotted Lal Singh Chadda because it is beyond their means to. Uh, I mean, it's ridiculous how these, fools they comment right regarding. They make fun of Hindu gods, and they're making fun of the people's earning capacity, right? Uh, Baby is absolutely fit and fine after losing their chair. Baby doing protests outside every. Yeah, that's what. Like he seems fit and fine, Baby Penguin Nanda. Boycott all the products. Yes, Kartikeya too celebrating the success. People who watch the movie. Yes, and I would request all the people here to go and watch Kartikeya. I heard it's a very good film, and it's praising the. I mean, it's at least a movie about Lord Krishna. So, I mean, I would request everyone to sort of watch that film in theaters. I didn't watch RRR because of her. Yes, newbie. I didn't watch KGF 2 because of Sanjay Dutt. Bachchan family plays safe all the time, says Shambhavi. They do not comment or get involved in these controversies. I'm sure they help in the backgrounds. Yes. Let Gutterwood bail out, Amir says Karthik. Suman says he's so touched by LSE film and is promoting it. What happened to his own films, Jivan? Why is he not making any more films? Recent PVR survey about movies to be watched in upcoming day. They didn't even mention Kartikeya 2. So you can see how Kartikeya 2 is not being promoted by the mainstream, film magazines or news channels or even YouTube channels which are pro film based. So Kartikeya 2 is in huge demand now in the Hindi circuit too. They said 1,000 shows are going on from. Wow, and that's huge for
The Hindi belt.
I mean, 1,000 shows is not a joke for
That too in the
this.
Hindi belt.
Yeah, in the Hindi belt. So that's a huge achievement for the makers. Lambu is always like that, says Savitri. AK Akshay Kumar, Arvind Kejriwal, Amir Khan, Arjun Kapoor, all Mahan personalities. Well said, Zoya. अरबाज खान said उनकी औकात नहीं है फिल्म देखने के लिए says Abbas Khan. Good, please. We are poor. We don't want Bollywood to become rich when we are not, says Veena. But we are rich in character. We are rich in, upholding the Sanatani values and tradition. We are rich
So
in,
let us take the next piece of news.
yes.
Yeah.
So coming to the most interesting personality, Arjun Kapoor. And Arjun Kapoor thinks he owns India, and as you know that he recently commented that it's high time that the Bollywood people take action against those who boycott their films, and so he wants to take action against you people, the public, and us. So actor Arjun Kapoor recently said that Bollywood should have ignored the boycott trends, should not have ignored. And now a BJP minister has said that the actor should focus on his acting instead of threatening the
Yeah.
audience. Actor Arjun Kapoor has stayed silent for too long. And responding to the statements, it was none other than Madhya Pradesh Cabinet Minister Dr. Narottam Mishra has said that Arjun should focus on his acting rather than threatening the audience. I have a question for him. Says, Mishra, uh, does he or any of his well-wishers support Tukte gang? Have the guts to make films on any other religion or say any disrespectful words about those religions or show the gods in a bad light? They will do this only with us Sanatnis. And after they threaten us, wait, Arjunji, the public is very well aware now. So this is quite interesting that Narottam Mishra of the BJP from Madhya Pradesh has given it to Arjun Kapoor. What do you make of Narottam Mishra?
Yeah, what he has said is true. How can he threaten the public? Who is he? He's just a mere actor, and that also a flop actor. Who can't act for nuts. Just because he's a son of Anil Kapoor, he's got this 5 minutes of fame, and he has a sister also, a cousin sister also, who's equally worse than him in acting. So the whole family flops in acting. So what he said is perfectly true. You can't threaten the public. Try to improve your acting.
I mean, I would like to add, even before Sushant Singh Rajput died, and even before the boycott Bollywood movement, this guy's films used to flop left and right, even without that. That's the hilarious part.
Yeah.
And no one even heard of him, right? Like just one, film with Priyanka Chopra and Ranveer Singh. I think Gunde, and that too, I think flopped. Vijay says, hats off to your efforts.
Thank you, Vijay.
He is Arjun Aurora. He must be high when he. Absolutely, Nitin. Arbas's statements proves how arrogant Gatwood is. Now we should be more determined to bury them. Yes, Karthik, and they think they are like gods, right? In Bollywood, people think like they're gods, and people are like stupid. Poor Arjun Kapoor takes home only 6 crore per movie, while Karthik Aryan came after him, rakes in almost 50 crores per movie. That's the difference between Thunder Ties. So, so 6
Thanks
CR
to
is what Arjun Kapoor is taking home, says Bardhan. But I think he should only take 6 RS, not 6 CR.
Yeah.
Arjun Kapoor, who made Cristian Ronaldo, pose with him. Yes, I heard that he barged into Ronaldo's this thing
Makeup
room,
and
makeup room. Yeah, and
pose with
what
him
did
for a
Ronaldo?
selfie as if he is his best friend. And so he
Yeah,
said,
so
Ronaldo said that, see, some crazy fellow came in, pushed me, and took a photo with him as if he's my best friend. He didn't know that it was this silly fool.
yeah, so yeah, which fool is paying him 6 crores? Yeah, I mean, like those who want to, apparently, all the whitewashing and everything, right, Karthik? Had Maleka auntie adopted Arjun? Yes, she has adopted Arjun Kapoor, Meera. We don't have money to watch Bollywood films, says Ash. Can I please say this guy and his gang of friends are criminals, says Richa. They hang out with the gang. We need to take some serious action.
Yeah.
And I mean, we are already taking action. The public is, in fact, taking action by boycotting their films left and right, and they have done a great, remarkable job in that. Why does Dhruv Rate showing himself so intellectual by supporting LSC? He is more like, yeah, he's like, I think he's like part of some toolkit.
Yeah, that's it.
Um,
Paid to, right? That's it.
yeah. Does anyone know why he was being interviewed in the first place? Does he have a movie coming or something? Says newbie. Yes, we are poor to pay to rich beggars like Anurag Kashyap, Arjun Kapoor, but by God's grace, we are rich enough to utilize the same for cultural activities, and that's what all of you people should be utilizing your money for.
Yeah, so let's move
Any
on
com-
to yeah,
yeah.
let's move on to that. That's the next part of the news. Fans start boycotting Dovara after Tapsi Pannu and Anurag Kashyap's interview goes viral. So we'll take that one, Jay.
Yeah, so you can see from this picture the proximity of Tapsi Pannu and Anurag Kashyap.
Absolutely.
It's like they're having some relationship, and
Yeah.
in some photos, we see Tapsi sitting on his lap.
No,
So,
him sitting on her lap.
oh yeah, okay. Anurag sitting on
Yeah.
her lap. So coming to Tapsi Pannu and Anurag Kashyap, they had an interview with some media house, and they were asked about what they think of the boycott culture. And we have witnessed how the audience boycotting a movie can affect the business, with Lal Singh Chadha paying a hefty price for it. And so what they said is, what Tapsi said is, I'm feeling left out. Even I want ki meri film boycott karo. Please make our film trend on Twitter by boycotting, says Tapsi. Yes, please boycott. Dobara trend karwa do. We also want to trend on Twitter, she said in an interview. And she was taking it as a joke. And that has. So this is. Anyway, people would not bother watching her films because, as Kajal Hindustani rightly said, that she is like a sasta version of Kangana Ranaut, Tapsi Pannu. So this is the only way for that she hopes that the people, out of curiosity, get to maybe watch her film in OTT platform or something. That's what I think she wants to do by releasing such statements. So yeah, Richa says, I do not know, but can we not file some case? This man is threatening us. What is this? He is connected to D gang. His chachu has pictures with criminals. What will he do to us? Shameless man, says
Arjun Kapoor.
Richa. Yeah, I never heard any actor threatening public. He must have been high on something, I'm sure. Yes, forgot to wish. Yeah, friends, everyone here, happy Krishna Janmashtami to each one of you and your loved ones and your friends. So may Lord Krishna, shower his blessings to each and every one of you, and bring you happiness and prosperity this year. Which fool is paying hymns? Yeah, we are taking that. Bollywood is now playing divide and rule. They are separating people who don't agree with their ideology by calling them haters. They are showing themselves as victims, as
Yeah,
Ricky.
see, I would also like to make a comment that in the case of Karan or Gejo's latest film, where he has these two people, Ananya and Vijay, so
Yes.
the song also is, I don't know why he tries to bring in Punjabi songs so it is Nach Punjaban. So why is he always putting Punjabi into the Hindi movies? Just because he's a Punjabi doesn't mean that we all want to hear his Punjabi. No wonder the South Indian movies are raining. He's asking us, why are South Indian movies raining? They don't have a bias. He tries to bring in all the stupid values that he sees in his Bollywood, this thing into it. We don't have a problem with his putting Punjabi into it. But if every movie of his has Punjabi, songs, we don't want it. We go for a Hindi movie to see Hindi songs. Richa says, you both are amazing. Thank you for exposing the truth with such courage. May you both be protected always. Love you so much. Thank you so much,
Thank you very much,
Richa.
Ricky.
It makes us feel so good. Bollywood is running.
Yeah.
Bollywood is running around like headless chickens. Now, as the funds for Coke and Botox are getting depleted, Bollywood is now playing. Yes, we've taken that one.
Yeah, this is a good one. Tapsi will have no Wapsi Dubara, says Shambhavi.
Well said. Well said.
These days, KRK's reviews are blockbuster. People are more curious about the reviews and don't give a damn. He is having a time of his life. LSC review is being discussed more than the movie. Says,
Well said, Shetty. Hilarious.
in all honesty, would Arjun get even a single film as a hero if he came to get a break as an
As an
outsider?
outside.
Not even the role of a psychic. Yes, Sangeeta.
Yeah,
I
so
mean,
you
who
should
would
be
look at
humble
it?
and thankful. Absolutely. Well said, Sangeeta. Yesterday I
Yesterday,
found
I
out
found
Arjun has fans
yeah,
also. I made a comment on an
who would,
article of his interviewing and
who would have thought
threatening us.
he has fans, right? Arjun Kapoor has fans. I think it's not fans. It's his PR agency acting as fans. So yeah, Arbaz Maleka divorce, Seema Sohail divorce. Thank God, Budao Dadu not married, or else by now there would be three
No, it's
divorces
not
in
only
that.
three divorces. There are also so many marriages. Their father has married at least two or three women. So it is a part of the gang. They can marry, throw, pick up, drop. Women are just commodities for this family.
And Vardhan, even Salman Khan is unofficially married, if you don't know, right? Hello, Meena and Jaidev. Is Rajnikant's daughter Danish wife seeing Boni Kapoor? Says Tripura.
Wow.
We have no idea. Also, Anurag Kashyap about being paneer, says just only. Happy Janmashtami to you, Varsha. Thank you. Uh, these two cartoons, what to say about them?
That's Tapsi and Anurag.
He is so daft and proved that too. Who's he to say that public should stop boycott and better go watch Bullyweed? These kind of brainless statements can only further harm Bullyweed.
Absolutely.
Today's Ulti Kopdi with Arjun Kapoor, upcoming movie on Kutte reference. Okay. These both Tapsi and Anurag are making fun of boycotters and acting too smart. Next flop is their number. They're challenging the public. Yes, Anita Verma, they are challenging you guys and us. I've seen many photos of Anurag sitting on. Yes, Neelam. That's how she gets roles right. In I thought Tapsi should give him Kadi Jawab or Tappad when he commented on her body. Says newbie. Yeah. Anurag Kashyap is saying that people are unable to watch movies because of inflation. Basically, again blaming Modi ji. Yes, Richa.
No, see, Richa, even if I had any extra money, I would not watch this fool's movies, because this fool is making movies in the midst of being stoned, or having sex. So we do not know in which state of mind he is when he makes his movies. And that's why all his movies flop.
Anurag's misogynistic comment, Tati Panu is so jealous of me because I have bigger boobs.
Terrible, terrible.
Maleka is at least running a yoga studio, okay, and endorsing fitness, says Smriti. Her boyfriend cannot even do that. So he must be having some sort of complex. Tapsi and Kashyap were totally drunk in interviews given in India today, says Meera. Yeah, they looked. The traitor tried copying Tom Hanks and ended up looking like Rahul Gandhi, says Shetty. That's hilarious. According to Anurag, we have a difficult time buying paneer. Yeah, this is for you.
Yeah, hi Meena, morning from USA. Can't begin my day without listening to you both. Wise souls. Thank you so much,
Thank you,
Amriti.
Amriti.
I mean, it makes me feel so good that you watch us and appreciate what we say. Tapsi was a flop heroine in South movies. Richa, for every little thing, these Bollywood blame the government, our country, and our people. Anurag is an urban Naxal and a cabal member. Also, Anurag Kashyap about GST and buying paneer is affecting their films. Yes, they are so anti-Indian. Why would Panu give him Kadi Jawab or Thappad? At the end of the day, they are keeping each other happy. They are, yes, step buddies. Absolutely. To AK and TP, who is asking public boycott, was there any doubt about that? We don't need to run a hashtag on Twitter for that to happen. They are trying a reverse psychology strategy, but that won't work. Yes. Today's Ulti Kopri video on Arjun Kapoor. Yeah, so this has already been said.
Yeah, see, that point earlier, the comment of reverse psychology is being used by Tapsi Pannu to get the audience, curious. They're, hoping that the audience becomes curious and see their films. That's the, strategy, that reverse psychology. So uh, they are like trying that out at the moment. So,
Yeah,
hopefully, public doesn't fall for that again.
yeah.
Yeah, LSE still could not earn even 50 crores. Yes, Bardhan, and it's a bigger flop than the Thugs of Hindustan, right?
Yeah.
So, it's the
So let us
biggest
move to
flop
the
of
next
Amir
piece of
Khan's
news.
career. Yeah.
Yeah. Let us move to the next piece of news, which is about Pathan.
Yeah. So, as you know, that Shah Rukh Khan and this whole family has been acting all patriotic with, hoisting the Indian flag on Independence Day and hoping that people don't boycott his upcoming film Pathan. And for the last few days, Boycott Pathan has been trending on Twitter, and as an old video of Shah Rukh Khan has resurfaced on social media. In an old clip with an interview with India Today, the superstar is seen talking about intolerance in India. And Shah Rukh Khan is being quoted as saying, I mean, just for the symbolic gesture, yes, if I have to, but there is intolerance. There's extreme intolerance. I think there is growing intolerance in India. So, as expected, a section of Twitter users aren't too happy with Shah Rukh Khan's response in the clip and slammed him by tweeting boycott Patan. So the game is, one social media user remarked that the game is over for Bollywood's Baijan, Badshah, Perfectionist, etc. They have earned more than enough money. Their stardom is decreasing day by day. So apparently, all the skeletons in the closet is coming out every day for these cons, and it is working against them. So public is finally woken up, and I won't be surprised if Patan flops. Makes less money than even Lal Singh Chaddha at the box office. So Vasanti says, thank you, Jaydev. Same to you. Thanks, Vasanti. Tapsi is so lousy, she's not even in the list of boycotts. Okay, Shahrukh SRK's days are really bad. He has signed a movie with Tapsi. Now that too Raju Hirani involved in it. They have really gone desperate now. I mean, you can imagine SRK with Tapsi Pannu. I wonder what kind of film it will be, but then, as it is, we are not going to watch Arjun Kapoor's film. The loser has a big mouth, Sunita, and he has thunder thighs, right? So, but KRK said true about Amir Khan's acting. I don't know how we all didn't notice all these years. Same acting in all movies, says newbie. And this term, Mr. Perfectionist, was coined by all these, Bollywood-friendly media houses.
Yeah.
So it's not by fans. I mean, Arjun Kapoor, please take revenge back on audience by boycotting them too. It would be faster, says Ursri. Yes, unofficially, if you go to IMDb, Bardhan, Baijan is unofficially married.
And has a big daughter also.
Yes. Kartikeya too is a slipper shot to Bollywood people who degrade Sanatan Dharma. Hare Krishna, says Varsha. Dadu acts as if he is a bachelor. Yes, Gloria, she's not even on the boycott list, says Gloria. Yes. I mean, it's not surprising because all not only him, all the actors they have a lot of unofficial marriages and relationships which is not known in the public. So because with so much of money, power, and everything, they can literally, at least a small section of women who are after money and power, they'll be attracted to these, stars surely. So there'll be a lot of unofficial relationships. There is a lot of praise for Kartikeya too. I think it will be hit this weekend. It's already hit, Nitin. Like 1,000 screens are, it is screening. So that's in and that too in North. So it's already a big hit. Vijay Patel on Twitter published evidence of Big Boy and another woman with his name have a company together in UK. Yes, this is the possibility. वैसे हो तो fans ही क्या bulb tube light AC can be bought. Yes, Shambhavi. By the way, KRK said to Boni Kapoor, "Sir ji, आप producer अच्छे हो, but script writer you are really bad." Says Karthikeya 2 is on its way to become a blockbuster, says Soumya Venkat. I made with 15 crore budget. I don't understand why Hindi movies are costing 100 to 200 crores. So Soumya, it's all whitewashing, laundry. That's all I can say. That's why there's huge numbers. The new post on Brahmastra show Kejo on bed, supposedly with Ayan Mukherjee. What has gutter become? In an interview, Anurag said that I have bigger breasts than Tapsi while her sitting beside him, and she was blushing and laughing. I mean, there's really no self-respect. Yes, Smriti. I mean, like money is the most important for these kind of people. Why wouldn't Arjun threaten people? There's a psychological issue. Apart from narcissistic behavior and thinking special than others, it's a sort of antisocial behavior. So, I mean, Arjun Kapoor is stupid and arrogant, and he thinks that with a lot of money power, he can just give dhamki to the whole Indian public, right? Like, if you have a lot of money, right? Maybe due to some insurance, maybe. So, who knows?
So can we enlighten the people about the state of Raju Srivastava?
Yes. So Raju Srivastava, the comedian, unfortunately, he is critical and he remains on ventilator. And his health is, showing very little improvement, unfortunately. And he is admitted in AIMS Delhi, and he suffered a heart attack while he was working out at a gym, and he's now right now on ventilator support, and so it's quite unfortunate, and his family is praying for his getting back to normalcy. So it's quite unfortunate. I don't know why, you know at such a young age he got a heart attack, right? Why inflation is not affecting Kartikeya to, says Shambhavi. Yes, Vasanti. Bollywood has now become rose material, says White Butterfly. Justice for SSR, says Rekha. Good that.
Yes. So when you say justice for SSR, friends, please note that those who missed the beginning, we have given a letter to the MP Tejasvi Surya to say that it's been 2 years and 2 months, and now that now Maharashtra has a new coalition government with BJP, to speeden up this case so that we can give a closure to the case and give some sort of relief not only to the fans but also the family. So
Yeah.
this happened today, and Tejasvi promised us that he would definitely do something on this set.
What is this, Madam? Abhi audience boycott Bollywood forever till infinity, says Mitchell. I wonder why Joker Singh looks so old these days. All those veins near his forehead, my God, he looks of SRK's age, while HR looks younger. Is that Hrithik Roshan? Okay, fine.
Mm.
Then both SRK and जोकर सिंह ये हमारे नारा है बॉलीवुड अब बेचारा है जीवन yes and Johnny Lever also was a very good comedian saw post from Gaurav Pradhanji says Jayanti then major breakthrough in Jiah Khan's case Suraj linked to Salman and
Yes,
baby
we
Pink
didn't
to
mention
charge
that clearly, but we do not know how true it is. So because
yes
this is the only post that we've seen.
हिमानी ये तो कुछ भी नहीं साउथ में भी गंदगी बहुत है पहले बॉलीवुड तो खत्म करेगा बाद में साउथ से कार्तिक एंड सो या दिस इज a huge long process Karthik and everyone here that the cleaning out of the film industry in India it will take a long time but it's a very good start that Bollywood films are flopping left and right and South Indian films, especially with Kartikeya too, is doing remarkably well in the box office, especially in North India. Ma'am, are you going to call Advocate
Yes, we can.
Vivek?
We can definitely call it. Yes.
I think with Bolly ship sinking the Titanic way, the Khans, Yejos, and Canadian Kumars can go and ask Kardashians for work. They'll get some slots in catching up with Kardashian. Says, yeah, Himani. What about that? Serial, the series in Netflix with the fabulous lives of Bollywood wives. So I'm sure like they can fit in there also, right? Minaji, when is
Even
Kajal?
yeah, even next week because she's busy with some festivals, so that's why she was not able to come.
I love
So
how
let me just
one,
let me
yeah.
just take some earlier ones. Yeah, Anjana, thank you, Minaji, for taking forward the SSR and the Shah movement. So I think with this statement, we can end this session, Jaydeep. Thank you,
Yes.
friends, for joining us in large numbers. See you tomorrow, same time.
And one more thing before we close is I would like each and everyone to hit the like button, share it with your friends, and leave your comments, on all the issues discussed today. And we'll see you tomorrow. Good. Bye.
Good night.